Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carrie. Words of affirmation and physical touch. Oh, and quality time, of course. I'm not into gifts. Well, unless they're unexpected and creative. Acts of service? No, definitely not. Unless you're talking about putting away the laundry or emptying the dishwasher. Yeah, okay, I guess that counts. So maybe that one's applicable too. Today we're revisiting love languages again. You might remember previous episodes where I unpacked the 5 love languages, but today's a bit different. As you can tell from my own list, it's chaotic to expect people to pick just one love language. And that's at the heart of what we're talking about today. Are love languages still useful, or have they become more of a fun gimmick than a real tool for building deeper connections? If you're ready for some controversy and a little tea, actually, tea spilling, grab your coffee and stick around because that's what's on the agenda. All right, let's break it down. Why don't we? The whole idea of love languages was based on a book that was made popular back in the early 90s by a guy named Gary Chapman. It's a catchy concept, right? He said that there are 5 primary love languages, and here they are. We'll just do a quick recap here. 1 is words of affirmation, verbal appreciation, those I love yous and compliments and praise. 2 is acts of service, just doing helpful things for your partner, making dinner, running errands, or loading the dishwasher. Receiving gifts, thoughtful tokens of love, not necessarily expensive, but meaningful. And 4 is quality time. Giving your full attention, whether it's a date or a simple conversation without distractions. And then finally, the 5th is physical touch, hugging, kissing, cuddling, showing love through affection. And the author said that when we understand our partner's love language, we can create deeper connections. That seems pretty simple, right? Knowing how your partner feels loved allows for you to have more meaningful interactions or engagements. So it's a bit like learning a new language. When you speak it, you're not just communicating, you're connecting on an emotional level. So for example, if one partner values words of affirmation, they might thrive on compliments and verbal encouragement. When their partner provides that kind of support, it makes them feel seen and valued. But if their partner primarily shows love through acts of service, they might miss the mark if their partner craves that verbal affection instead. And here's where things get a little murky. A lot of people treat love languages like a strict formula for relationship success. If I just speak their love language, everything will be perfect, but not so fast. A study found that matching love languages doesn't guarantee relationship success. What actually matters is being responsive, showing love in ways that fit the moment, and listening to what your partner needs right now. They might appreciate a little space first, or maybe just someone to sit quietly with them for a little while. But if you're set in the idea that they are a physical touch person, you're not even looking to find out what they really need in this exact moment. Love languages really are a great tool to spark conversations. They're not a rule book for how love works. And the key to building a strong relationship isn't just about figuring out your partner's love language and sticking to it like a script. It's about being flexible and listening mostly, and showing love in different ways at different times and over time. People are complicated. We're all a mix of different love languages, and what works today might not work tomorrow, and probably for sure not next month. Relationships and people are dynamic, and the most important thing is to stay open and adaptive and responsive. So while love languages aren't wrong, they're not the be-all, end-all. Knowing what makes your partner feel loved is great, but I want to take a minute here to welcome Tabu, a new partner to the channel. I know there are women here, like myself, who aren't currently in a relationship. Some of us have chosen to embrace a single life for now, while others are still looking for someone fantastic before pursuing a physical relationship. What I learned is that there are repercussions for mature women who aren't maintaining an active sex life, and that's why I chose to partner with Tabu. Created by women, for women, Their mission is to make sexual self-care feel as natural as our skincare and exercise routines. After a really honest conversation with her own mother about the challenges of sex and menopause, the founder of Tabu partnered with gynecologists, urologists, and pelvic floor physical therapists in order to create a truly gorgeous line of tools, not toys, to help maintain sexual well-being. The Golden Hour Kit, it includes everything you need to help address common symptoms, including dryness, low libido, a lack of body confidence, stress, things that often come up as our bodies go through very normal hormonal changes. The name isn't encouraging us to keep quiet, and that's why I'm not. We have to have these conversations with one another. So take a closer look at these really glamorous tools. Just check out the link in my description box below and make sure you use the code CARRY10 to get your 10% off when you take this first step to prioritize your sexual health. And remember, as my own mother likes to say, use it or lose it. So while love languages aren't wrong, they're not the be-all, end-all. Knowing what makes your partner feel loved is great, but it's just as important to stay curious and ask questions. Love languages are fun to talk about, and there's a lot of people who love things like personality tests and quizzes about love and partnership and even horoscopes. I'm viewing love languages in this category now. It's something that can help get these kind of conversations started, but not a magic formula for relationship bliss. So what now? If you're in a relationship, well, for sure, don't stress about trying to master your partner's love language. Instead, just focus on being present and paying attention and learning to love them in different ways. Some days it might be the quality time, and other days it's acts of service. Who knows? Maybe they just need a little peace and quiet and want you to fold laundry. I just couldn't sit back idly or quietly after seeing so many relationship coaches and life coaches and dating coaches still talking about these love languages as if there hadn't been a conversation in the interim since they were introduced. And since we've learned that they're really kind of just a tool and not something you can rely on. And I just wanted to make sure that I talked about it with you. I hope you found that interesting or helpful. If you did, you might enjoy this episode. I don't know where I'm going to put it, about other pieces of advice that you might want to ignore. But before you click on that, could you please like this episode as my sweet little mother is requesting? And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on that subscribe button like it's your love language. I look forward to seeing you back here soon. And until next time, have a good one.